I was going through all the random garbage that I accumulated when I found this. DORRCLAVE is Dagat's signature melee weapon. It can be obtained from a special room in your clan's dojo. You need vein tones to build the blueprints, which can be acquired from Abyssal Zone on Ceres. Its passive trait will cause the next 10 attacks to get an extra 100% status chance after deleting 10 enemies, which is actually very good with the builds I will show you. I am not a very big fan of knife on a string type of weapon, but DORRCLAVE has only one damage type, and that damage is slash. Just because of this I had to give it a try. Out of 3 physical damage types, slash is the best. Its status effect will cause enemies to take damage over time. This damage completely bypasses armor. Due to the effectiveness of the slash status effect, the builds I will show are focused on applying a lot of slash status effects with an increase in critical chance and damage. You know, just like every other build for every other slash weapon you saw. Before I go there is one thing you should know. There is a chance that you know this already, but I will still go over it. The viral status effect increases damage down to health. It is no surprise that when combined with slash it can cause some serious problems for enemies. This is the first build. I am calling this a beginner's build, and it is intended to be used for clearing the star chart. If you don't have an Exilus mod, don't worry too much. When it comes to the stance mod, these weapon types have only one stance, and I cannot imagine anyone being happy when they see this. I seriously believe that this weapon needs a stance where you just grab the rope by the end and just swing the knife around. I am even willing to help with the name, Apache Helicopter. I think that would be awesome. If you have and want to use arcanes, I went with melee influence. In order to trigger this, we need to have electricity damage, so I replaced reach. For the steel pad, I have something that is really insane. I actually made this as I was editing this video, and this part was supposed to be something much different. But after I made this build, I have decided to scrap a lot of work and just remake 80% of this guide. From this point on, some parts of this guide might seem out of place, mostly because I inserted this segment over earlier stuff. This is the build for the steel pad. Two important things are that you leave stance empty and you have to have melee afflictions. You can apply viral status with other methods. Some people use primers, some people use Panzerwelpaphyla. I personally just put Nourish on a warframe I am using with this weapon. When it comes to the warframe choices, the obvious ones are Kullervo because of his Wrathful Advance, Rhino because of his Roar, and actually Dagat, who I haven't really paid any attention to, so I can't really say how good she is. But from what I have seen, she is great. Any warframe that can consistently apply viral effects and has some type of damage increase that benefits melee weapons will do great with this weapon. There is one warframe who I did not mention. That warframe is Ash. I find Ash to be the best choice when paired with this weapon. There are different reasons for this, but 90% of why I like DORRCLAVE on Ash is his invisibility. The other reasons are his passive slash damage increase, extra critical chance you can get with his augment, and very adaptable build. Modding Ash for this weapon is simple. This is the build. I will obviously put some other stuff in here later, but these two mods and arcanes are mostly what you need. Since this build is flexible, I have decided to do something I usually would not. I went with gladiator mods. The only reason is the passive effect. I also put in ability duration for obvious reasons. These two slots are what I would consider optional. That means you can put whatever you want in here. I was playing around with mods, and even though I don't think this build requires ability strength, I decided to put precision intensify. I have put Nourish in 4th place, which is actually not that smart, but since I won't be using Bladestorm anyway, I think this is the best possible ability strength increase. Before I go into the last empty slots, I will actually go to Archon Shards. Since this is all about melee damage, I put in red critical damage increase. You might ask why I did not put purple ones with the same effect plus a chance for doubling it. The reason is I can't push Ash over 500 energy. I mean, I can, but I don't have any normal purple shards, let alone Tau forged ones. You can do that with primed flow and arcane battery. The question is that better? More critical damage is better than occasionally faster attack speed. If you want to do this, you absolutely can. I have personally decided to go with Peculiar Bloom. For the Exilus, it is also whatever you want. You cannot put anything in here that will make a really big difference. So, my final thoughts on DORRCLAVE. It is great. The only thing I don't like, as I mentioned before, is the moveset you get with Defiled Snapdragon. I think it is awful. I did not say it before, but obviously if you have a Riven for this weapon, you can use it. That goes without saying, and also it goes without saying that you don't have to just copy paste these builds. You can do whatever you want and modify stuff. You can play Naros with DORRCLAVE and Kuwa Nukor if you want, for example. Also strong. The reason why there are more builds here is because I wanted to give builds for different stages of the game. I will try to do that in the future with other weapons as well. If you think I overlooked something, feel free to point it out. I really appreciate your thoughts because I don't know everything, and you pointing out my mistakes and oversights helps me learn and get better. Enjoy your day and let me know what do you think about this.